I'm really liking today. I had not one but two fairly decent roguelikes. Well, I shouldn't say two fairly good decent roguelikes. One was basically spectacular, and one was decent, but you know. What can I say? I still liked the content I've basically seen today. And the one about At's roguelike was not bad either. So, let's see if this one obviously does well or not, in my opinion. Knave's Tale. Knave's Tale is a coffee break casual roguelike made in 7 days for the 70-year-old Jam 2023. Pick a character, fight monsters, collect loot, unlock doors, and survive to explore the whole map. Developer's note. What's uploaded right now is kinda safety upload. I'd love to get more done before the end of the jam, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stay awake too much longer. Right now, it's playable and losable, but not completable and unbalanced. This has been a lot of fun, but very draining. I probably took on more than I should have. My car is all busted up right now. Donations appreciated. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so I was housebound the whole time, which probably didn't help. Might have went a little stir crazy. Anyway, thanks to anyone playing, especially those giving feedback, and massive congratulations to all the other successful entries in 70-year-old 2023. So, it's not completable and it's unbalanced. Well, I've been warned. Alright, so instructions. Left click for everything. Double click to attack. Ooh, mouse only. Known bugs. There's no end yet, so they know there's no end. Difficulty curve and balancing is quite broken. There is a rare possibility in which a map may be uncompletable, and save and load is implemented, but it has to be pulled last minute because it was broken. Okay, so no saving and loading. There's no end. The difficulty curve is broken. Well, at least it's being honest. I got stuff to respect here. Alright, so it's by Chili Durango. That's basically who made this one. And the status is on hold, so it's not complete, I guess. Let's avoid the comments for now. That's basically from other people who are also reviewing it, so let's see how I basically see it. Alright, so I'll note by the way this is to start out actually as a windowed game. Kinda like this. When I basically first played it. I hit that basically and now it's expand, so at least that looks pretty well done. Alright, so we basically have a bunch of characters here. We have Latia, who has they all have 5 XP, but we have Latia here. She's got Morningstar, short blunt. She's got chainmail, defense 4. She's got arrows and she's got bolts. We got Ian, who's basically got a mace, which does less damage. We got a plate mail that's got more defense. We got arrows and we got bolts. We got Latia, who's got a short bow, which does very little damage. Plate mail, arrows, and arrows. So we got ourselves a damage dealer and defensive guy and then a ranged character. Let's go try Latia here. Loading, loading, loading. That's fine. As long as it loads properly. I'll take a swig of water. And of course it loads just as I take off the cap. Alright, so, let's equip our stuff, because apparently that's not done, ready yet, so we'll equip that. Bam bam. Okay, we killed off the Viper. I can pick up the corpse if I want. For some reason. Here's a snake. So you can basically see the stats here. So you can see snake, HP, defense, damage, everything else, enraged. Whoops. So that's something I sort of watch out for, is the fact that if you move, it might guess let's discard that. So you can pick up the corpses, but I don't see any reason to. There's a mage over here, by the way, is roaming. So you can see what their activities basically are. It's enraged, so it wants to kill me. This had bolts in it apparently, so now we have 2 bolts. Here's a centipede. This has got a little bit more defense to it, but you know, whatever. So it's roaming. Oh, it got ready to attack me. We killed it. Go. Let's put that right there. Alright, so no problem. I can really click anywhere on the map and move around. And there's some sort of like, odd, sort of like, shaky type of feature here. Yappy dog. Asleep. Enraged. Bam. Now, I'll note that the only sort of qualm I basically have here is the fact that, like, sometimes I might misclick with, like, the clicks here. I sort of, like, maybe, like, I think they might be good to have, like, some sort of ability to sort of, like, centralize attacks so you always hit, like, basically what you want to. Like, if I click up here, maybe I could, like, double click on this guy and we hit him that way. That might be X over there. So, kablam. Goes this guy. Alright, we cleared out the first level. Okay, we're in a dungeon. Why are we killing the animals all over the place, by the way? Potion of strength. Does that basically, like, boost up my strength permanently, I wonder? Use. I think that may increase their damage. I'm not really sure. There's a bonelet. Down goes the bonelet's corpse. There's a beggar over here. So, damage 15. Maybe I can't use this again because I already used up a potion. It might be that, like, once you basically buff yourself up, you can't buff yourself up again. So, well, there's going to be bugs. I knew there was going to be bugs, right? So, oh, did I use the potion? Potion? I'm not really sure. Whatever. Into this dungeon we go. What's this? Can I interact with it? The bleached bones of a skeleton are scattered nearby the altar. Okay. Flap. So, I'll note the camera's sort of like quirky here a little bit. It keeps moving around a little bit. The bleached bones of a bandit are scattered nearby the altar. So this is a robber. Ooh, he actually damaged me. So I actually got ourselves some damage here. Finally. Something hurt me. I'll note by the way for like a relic basically just is working just fine. I mean using like a left click. And if that's basically your goal here is to make it like, a complete mouse driven like relic, then, it more or less works well enough. Alright, how do I get out of here? Okay, that's how we get over here. Here's a skeleton. Let's kill it. Potion of speed. Bagger. Let's take this. He has arrows. There's certainly loot for these guys, but I haven't seen any weapons or any, like, anything spectacular yet. Blam. By the way, it looks like we have simultaneous attacks, by the way, so whenever you attack something, it basically attacks you back for sure. Ancient Shrine. The shrine barring away yearns for a sacrifice. Do we have to lure something next to it? I'm not really sure. Oh! I think I know what I need to do. Pick up the corpses. Like, duh. I can just move the corpses, right? Oh, no, that's not how you do it. Hmm. Okay, that's not how you do it. Oh, there's a dog here. Maybe I have to kill everything? He did say that some maps are completable, by the way, so it's possible that this is like one of the maps that isn't completable. Or I'm just missing what I'm basically supposed to do here. Oop, there's a skeleton. Pop, it goes down. There's a way out over here. Oh, it's got arrows in it. Take those arrows. Blam. It would be nice if there's like a little bit more like of a safety net bar if I basically misclick like that. So I know with like mouse-based games, you have to be very careful of like how the controls basically function and stuff like that. If like well anyway, basically if there's a game that has like automatic moves where like it's a role like where like you aren't basically like having control of yourself basically over a period of moves, you want to have some sort of safety net for the player so that like they don't accidentally like kill themselves by misclick. That's like the worst feeling ever to have it as like a player. I think there's a way out here over here, but we couldn't get this way, so is there a way over here maybe? Hmm. I might have to restart here because I haven't really figured out what I'm supposed to do here. Nothing to say about this crypt. And yeah, but by the way, I can like walk this way if I want to like get into like this area as well. So I still have to do something to these altars in order to get by them, but The question is, what do you do to sort of like, give it to sacrifice? Alright, so, there's no save and load, so I'll have to basically, retry that. I'll give this one more go just to see, also, is it important for, the procedural generation as well, so there's that too. New, let's go with view this time. By the way, if these guys don't really injure me, I'm just going to put on the plate armor and go like this. Note that no damage here because I'm not equipped for it, but whatever. Boop 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 boop. Bam. Now, here's the problem, by the way. It's possible this game doesn't have any procedural generation as well, at least for its first bit. So, one benefit of doing this is I'll be able to find out if there's procedural generation here or not. This looks to be the same as before. Note that I don't have the damage basically to hurt this guy, so we're just trading blows for no reason. Let's get this. Get that potion of consumable. Yeah, so far I'm not seeing a whole lot of procedural generation with the map, or the enemies for that matter. Are you gonna chase me? Maybe I have to kill it in front of the statue? Now, it's possible that there is procedural generation, and I'm just not to that point where we can see the procedural generation. Okay, so if I have 4 damage, basically they'll be able to damage me apparently, so. Nope, he's got too much damage, this guy. Well, let's equip this, and we'll equip some arrows. Okay, so yeah, you can range these guys at range, but you can't bully them, I guess. Let's get this. Let's use this, by the way, to heal up a little bit. Okay, I did range him, by the way, but I have to be really close to him to basically attack him, apparently. There he goes. Down he goes. Okay, that does increase my damage by a little bit, those pickups. I should be able to damage this guy by the way because he's got Note that the strength potion seems to wear off there, by the way. So I was able to damage him, but then I stopped because I didn't have enough damage anymore. Now am I outrunning him? I wonder. I have no idea. Can't get by. Either way. And he has to run through his dungeon here, I guess, like, you know. Again, we'll have, like, this, like, the same rooms here. He's gonna hurt me a little bit. So his defense is high enough, but his damage is not high enough to hurt me. Okay. Away. Okay, so apparently I got like a range of 4. Do my arrows like are they infinite or something? I have no idea, but we're just gonna damage him to death, I guess. You're asleep. You're not asleep. You are dead. Okay, so you didn't wake up. And then we're back over here by my where. He's got defense, so it's enough to stop me from killing him. And all that stuff. You're dead. I'm not probably going to see their range as well. Like they got like a range of 1 these guys, so they can only attack at 1. You can see my range as well if I basically equip the bow, so there's a range down there being shown. So could have just looked at that right, like, you know, elsewhere. And down you go. Alright, I feel like I'm basically showing off enough of what this game basically is, like, you know, looks like, I guess. Unfortunately, like, you know, it's not complete, and I'm not even sure it's got procedural generation either, so there's not a whole lot basically I can say about other than that. So that's Knave's Tale. I hope you guys basically enjoyed it, or, you know, thought it might look interesting, but other than that, take care. Alright, so this is basically a sort of addendum to, like, you know, Knave's Tale, because I actually went back to like the page to actually read the comments to like see if, like, you know, I was missing something. I know it was indeed missing something. So Knave's Tale. We're just gonna jump right back into it here for a moment. So I found out that basically the idea of like this game here is that, like, you know, basically the idea is, like, you know, you have to put corpses on those like shrines in like the graveyard area. So we'll take this guy. I think I can like quickly get through this, like, you know, easy enough with him to show it off. So why not? Like, guys, I was ready like to upload this and be like, you know, done like this game, but there's more to it than, like, you know, initially thought. So I want to make sure I do justice to this game and show it off. But I want to note, by the way, that, like, you know, I basically spent like 25 minutes just, like, you know, initially exploring it. I hope there's some procedural generation basically past that, like, you know, temple point, but that's gonna be a major failing if that doesn't, you know, have, like, you know, procedural generation at all. This game. Besides the fact that, like, you know, it's not really clear what you're supposed to do with like the ancient shrine. So that too. Alright, come on, low please, you're taking forever. Alright, so, equip, 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 equip. Let's go. Bam, kabam. You know, like the drops are basically the same on these guys every single time. Let's get this. Get that bolt. Do. I went with this guy by the way because he has lots of armor because he has a a decent weapon. So hopefully we can basically explore an adequate amount of stuff is here to show off what this game's all about. For this, and let's get this out of the way. All right, so let's go this way quickly. For this guy. I will say that for controls, I wish it was a little bit faster to transfer this stuff basically over to your inventory without having to sort of drag and drop everything. Like maybe double click and it jumps over. Ooh, I still got damage there. Maybe these guys build up damage and they all hit you at once and you get damage that way. So that might be interesting. Have to have something interesting about your game. Okay, and these guys are all dead. Alright, so we're basically back to the ancient shrine area again. So what these basically requires is that they want you to bring a sacrifice. And the altars are basically on the map, preceding this one to the right. So we're just gonna go this way. Let's kill stuff off here. Now I remember if I correctly, I got 5 or 6 bolts, and I got 2 or 3 arrows last time. So if that's basically drop again, then procedural direction in this game is a little lacking, shall we say? All right, that's basically it for this area. Let's get over here. There's a dog. Smack, smack. Alright, so these altars give you a hint. So, bones of a skeleton are scattered nearby the altar. So, it requires I find a skeleton. And there was a skeleton basically out here. So, let's get the skeleton. Pick it up. And hopefully this will work. So there we go. This one requires me to get a bandit. I'm not sure if this guy's a bandit or not, but let's kill him. Pick up. And hopefully that's the sacrifice it's referring to. So I'll note that that's something you definitely want to basically fix for a game. Make sure players understand what they need to do, because if they can't get by this part of the game this quickly, then there's gonna be an issue, right? They're just gonna say this game sucks, or not even gonna just gonna put down not play. They're gonna see it as incomplete. It's not you're confident the game's incomplete in the info, right? So let's get this here. Now let's see if that opens up the ancient shrine or not. And it did. So Now here's a question. I'll have to basically like check to see like if there's any procedural generation at this point, because if there's any procedural generation up to like this point, like this map, then like I'm not sure if it belongs in this challenge really, to be honest. And yeah, like the lack of like arrows and stuff like that. You're enraged apparently. Toss it and go to like the bleached bones of a bandit are scattered nearby the altar. Uh, what will this do? Maybe it opens up more. I'm not really sure, right? So back these guys a little bit. So I guess that's like the maximum. You can only carry like 3 items, so that's good to know. The bones of a skeleton. Let's see if we can find a skeleton before I throw like a boneless corpse basically on top of that. Yeah, there's a skeleton here. I'd probably be like, also like a good idea to like, have like exact names for your creatures, so like, people don't get confused on like, what they have to basically find. Oop. Is there a bonelet? So basically, wants more sacrifices to get to keep going along. It's possible there's like more of a shrine over this way, so nope. That's basically it here. Sometimes you test by ways like if you basically open up both the like altars, so you basically like put down the corpses on like those altars, if like is this one like corresponds to like one altar to one shrine there or not. Is there a skeleton? That looks like a switch. A lever attached to an ancient mechanism. Pull lever. Uh, bones of a dog. Oh, we found our dog. Bigger corpse. I want like the bonus basically max out at like some point for how much you may pick up of them. There's another way out here, by the way. So another good idea would be like to have like a pop-up map on this thing to basically show off like where like the statues and all-stars, so you don't have trouble finding them. Maybe this lets me in over here. Nope. Just gonna see if there's like, anything to explore over here. Oh, blah blah blah. There's like an arrow path over here if I want to go this way. There's a skeleton warrior. It hits for 5 damage, so he actually damaged me a little bit, or if the other guy. Alright, it looks like there is actually some depth here, but here's the thing. It doesn't look like this map is procedurally generated. It just looks like it's got like, 4 by, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 like, handcrafted maps. This is not a roguelike. You need to have procedural generation for a roguelike. Or else it's just like, defeating the purpose. Basically the idea of like a roguelike is that like, you're supposed to have procedural generation so that like, you can't solve the same puzzle like through like repetition. You actually have to like, deal like challenging situations that like, arise that like, are randomly generated. They're not going to be the same every single time. And the purpose of that was basically so like, the developer could play his own game and like, he wouldn't know like how to basically solve all the puzzles. He'd have to basically figure it out procedurally as they're basically popping up. So we'll quickly run through this basically to see like, if there's any proceduration past that ancient temple at that point. But if there is not, then I'm going to give you a... Well, it'll be a 1 for a roll like this for sure. We'll give you a 0 if I could, to be honest. Alright, we know this is not going to be the same here, so... Let's just ignore these guys, I don't really care about them. To... Headset turned off there. So this requires me to have the bandit. Let's see if that unlocks basically the way to like, Yep, this unlocked a way over here, but not there. So basically the altars correspond to like, distinct areas. And yeah, this looks like the same way, layout as before. So not procedurally generated. Let's go kill a dog, I guess, because, we need for the altar up there. So this is, yeah, the altar dog. Millipede. Okay, I didn't come here before, so... Wrong destination to come, but whatever. Let's kill a skeleton because we know we can actually get his, like, his corpse for the other altar. There's this as well. See, there's that altar right there. I guess I'm getting very beaten up here, but whatever. Use. There's the skeleton corpse. There's that bandit right there again. So I need a skeleton again, somewhere in here. Like, the shrine barring the way yearns for a sacrifice, so... Right, so that's like the altar over here, wasn't it? There's an altar over here that required me to kill that robber again, I think. So we'll pick up his corpse again. Alright, so... Last time it required me to, like, give it something. Maybe it's, like, in a different order now. Or maybe, like, the idea is, like, maybe it's like a Left 4 Dead sort of, like, procedural direction where, like, it's not always the same, like, route you basically take, but it's different. But, yeah, I don't see enough procedural generation for this game, so... Not a great sign for it, but whatever. Hope you guys basically enjoyed it, and take care.